Good afternoon. I want to share something that will help everybody moving forward into the new year. Now, we all set New Year's resolutions or goals or whatever we plan, and it can be weight loss, business, finance, whatever. So, what I want to share with you today is one way of planning and organising your goal for a better future. It is called Letter to Self. Basically, this is a vision exercise that is very thought-provoking. Imagine writing a letter to your future self in 1, 2, 3, 5, or do the decade. And then when you read it out, you can actually see how far you've come. Firstly, think of a date in the future where you want to be. Then find some quiet time and a space between half an hour or longer if you can, and sit down with some pen and paper. Think of today's date and think of writing a letter to yourself at a future specific date. And as I said, it's entirely up to you. You can do it in 1 year's time, 2, 3, 5, or 10. It's whatever suits you. And the letter can be about career, finance, family, business, social, personal growth, whatever you want it to be. It can be all of them. But you are planting the seed which will then help you to achieve it. When you've finished it, you put it in an envelope with a note on it saying do not open until whatever date you've picked. So for argument's sake, today is the 28th of December 2019. If you do 1 year, you would say do not open till 29th of December 2020, and so on. Then you put a note in your diary and open it on that date. Now, what do you want to say? Consider this. Where do you want to be at that specific time? What are your goals or dreams that you want to have realised by then? What is your desired status for various areas of your life, like career? Do you want to be in a new job? Do you want a promotion? Business. Do you want to start a business? Have you started a business? Where do you want it to be? Studies. Are you at university? Will you have finished university? Will you have got a 2-1? Will you have finished part-time education? What will you have achieved? Family, friends, love, health, weight. Do you want to be 10 stone? Lose a stone? Spiritually, what do you want to look at your life? Recreation, self-image. What do you want yourself to look like? What person do you want to be? What kind of person? What goals do you want to have achieved? As you write in this letter, you will get the goals, but you will also, in your head, get the actions, how you're going to realise those goals. Now, don't start straight off. If you were doing this letter genuinely, you wouldn't just jump in and say, no, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. You would actually say where you are now and where you want to be, as you would if you were doing an ordinary letter to somebody else. Today, let me use weight loss. It's an easy one for everyone to relate to. Today, I am 12 stone. In this time next year, I will be 11 stone. So during the course of the year, I will have lost a stone. Or some people might do 2 stone or 6 pound. But if it's that small, and I don't mean that to be patronising, smaller goal, like 6 pound, you need to have done it and maintained it. So basically, when you're looking at other things, like your relationships, what are the friends you're hanging out with? If you're single at the moment, what do you want to be in 12 months' time? Would you like to be in a relationship with a soulmate? If you're married, do you want children by then, or planning children? Do you want to have bought a nice house? And what's your house going to look like? How are you going to achieve getting that house? So you can see all these, everyone has got different ideas of what they want, but I'm just trying to help you evaluate what you want. Your career, would you be in a day job? Would you be setting up a business? Basically, when you've done the letter, you take action now. Even if it's baby steps, tiny steps to start with, but you need to be taking those steps. And by writing the letter, you are committing to yourself that that is what you want to achieve. And by writing it, you will know the actions that you need to do to achieve it. So then also what you then need to look at is, when you're reading it, are you happy in 12 months' time? If not, you need to think how to get happy. Did you live life or in that period to the fullest? Did you have amazing opportunities? Do you truly get what you wanted in life? Did you achieve your dreams? Did you keep the plan up, or did you give it up? If you got there, great. But why did you lapse? You achieved it. You are strong. You are brave. You can keep it up. And the final words are the ones living the rest of their lives, and you want to do appreciation to yourself to how far you have come. Now, the length of the letter means nothing. It doesn't matter. It can be 1 page, 5 pages, 3 pages, whatever it takes to do this letter to your future self. Now, have a go. You've got nothing to lose. An hour of your time. See how you feel. Just what this letter will do is focus the mind. And when the mind is focused, action happens. But let me give you another example of a letter to yourself, in that this can be done in the present. If you are going through a problem, be it with an ex, a family member, work, whatever. Likewise, I had this years and years ago, and I tried it, and so did several friends. In fact, one friend had just split up with a partner and was really wanted to talk to somebody, but didn't want to break any confidences and tell somebody all that was going on in her mind. So I suggested to her that she went home, if necessary, because it was so raw, have a bottle of wine. And apparently, on that Friday night, she went home, she did get a bottle of wine, pen and paper, and sat all evening writing this letter. And apparently, it went on for pages and pages. But she got all her thoughts, all her worries, all her upset down on this piece of paper. And she was doing it as if she was writing to her ex-partner. So she bared her soul to a piece of paper, basically. And then Monday morning, she came into work and handed me a bunch of flowers and said she felt so much better. She got everything that she wanted off her chest. And because she'd got everything out there, she felt more clarity. The pain hadn't gone away, but she knew how to deal with it within her. And then, a few months later, she read it back and actually said she couldn't believe how far she had come from that time when she had written that letter. So that's what I would be suggesting, is try a future letter to yourself. If you've got problems at the moment, try it now. Or do both. You can always do a letter in the short term and a letter in the long term. So if you think you want one for 5 years, but it's a bit far, do two. Do one for 1 year and one for 5 years. And so I hope you've got some value from this. And over the next few days, I will be posting various videos about helping people. And I'm doing it because it's helping me too. So have a good day and thank you for watching. Goodbye.